What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the coziest, most educational dropshipping video in the whole of YouTube. In this video, I'm gonna break down to you guys exactly how I built a $1 million dropshipping store in just 6 days. And now guys, I did a challenge on YouTube, as you guys can see now. But in this video, I didn't really break down exactly kind of step by step on what I did to kind of get these numbers. I did drop a lot of information here though, but because the video was so short, I couldn't really go too in depth. So in this video, it's what I'm going to do exactly. If you guys haven't already watched this video, I would recommend you guys to watch this video first on my channel. But with that being said, right, as you guys can see, we hit 0 to $23,435 in just 6 days while I was traveling. Now guys, you must be thinking like, didn't you just say $1 million store? Technically guys, if you do the math, $23,000 in a week, if you times like, how many weeks are there in the month, bro? 4 weeks in a month, that's 48 weeks. Right, 48 weeks, 48 times 23,000, it's $1 million. So technically it's $1 million store, okay? I don't want to hear it. All right, bang, let's go. So now, before I show you how I actually found my $1 million a year product, we need to address where most dropshippers fail, right? Most dropshippers don't even know what makes a winning product a winning product. So they're just guessing to see what works, right? Now guys, you could run 10 different ads, okay? You could hire the best designer. You could even copy the landing page exactly one-to-one from a winner. But if the product itself doesn't check the right boxes, nothing else matters. You won't scale, you'll burn money on ads, and wonder why your ROAS sucks. Alright, guys, you need to solve a real problem. So this is like the 3 requirements I look for when I'm doing product research. Alright, number one thing, okay, you need to solve a real problem. Think pain relief, productivity, convenience, something that makes people go, I need that now. Secondly, it needs to help with an insecurity, alright? Products that tie into confidence, appearance, status, these tap into emotion, and emotional products convert fast, right? Last but not least, it needs to make our customers' lives easier. Simple, everyday solutions that remove friction, convenience-based products scale insanely well, only if you position it well, right? So this was the product that I ran. Okay, this is GLP-1 patches. It was really trending on TikTok, and luckily I got in pretty early and I made a good amount of money off it, right? So you need to basically, what this product does is that it mimics the GLP-1 hormone. Okay, they imitate a natural hormone that tells your body you're full, helping you to eat less. Now I'm not going to say the rest of these, read it for yourself, but basically the angle that I was going for here, it was like a natural Ozempic. Okay, that was my angle. So now that we know what makes a good product, if you're still using the old way to find it, you're never going to get there. And that's where the first step comes in, okay? Number one, you need to stop guessing. Start using cattle data, okay? The reason why most dropshippers fail to scale is because they're chasing trends that are already dead. And if you're trying to scale to over 6 figures with a product, then you shouldn't really be scrolling on TikTok to find your products. I'm not saying that scrolling on TikTok doesn't work, right? I found a lot of winners scrolling on TikTok, but generally, bro, it's not really the way. It's honestly like a 1 in 1,000 unless you're super early, right? TikTok saturated, everyone's selling the same products with the same ads. You're late to the wave before you even start, and you can't scale to 500k a month even if you're a clone, right? So now guys, you might find good products, but never once you can actually get a piece of. So what do I mean? Okay, if you want a bigger cut for yourself, you need to find a product earlier, and that's where cattle data comes in. There's a way to spot 6-figure products before they blow up in cattle data. So if you miss this next step, you still keep picking products that just can't scale. Now guys, before we go on into doing product research, right, and how I even found this product. So guys, this next step is exactly what I teach the killers who work with me one-on-one in my program, okay? It's what has taken people like Tristan from $0 to over 42k in a single month, or even like Vikram, who went from $0 to $147,000 in a single month using all of the systems that have helped me to scale to over multiple 6 figures. So if you're serious about scaling your dropshipping stores, make sure to click the first link in the description below to work with me one-on-one. Now guys, with that being said, let's go into cattle data and see how you can actually use this to your advantage. Alright guys, so if we jump over to the cattle data, it's really important that you set the filters to the last 30 days. This is my only filter that I use typically. I don't really go too much. And the only thing that I'll do now is I will go to everything after the 50 page. So I will click here and I'll go to everything on the 50 page. Okay, so everything from the 50th page onwards. Now I will start scrolling. Now the number one thing that I look for is, I don't even look for anything here. I don't look at the products. I look at the graph and I look at the ads. Okay, the ads has to be AI ads. So we're gonna keep looking until we find something that catches our eye. Alright, so now that we're on Calo data, right, the number one filters that I need to use is obviously the last 30 days. And when it comes to actually choosing a product, I will typically not even look at anything on the left side here. I will want to look at the graph and I want to look at the creatives, right? I will want to normally pick a product that's AI ads just because of the fact that it's really trending right now. So if we keep looking and we find something that's AI ads, okay, this product here seems pretty interesting. So this is a multi-collagen complex, right? Peptides. And if you look at the graph, it's not doing too bad, right? It's doing around 10k days average, around like 8k, 9k days average. And the reason why I clicked on this is because
La mejor comida que una mujer.
So these ads right here.
The best food a woman can eat if she wants firm breasts, a wrinkle-free face, and soft skin. It's not.
So the fact that AI ads are absolutely cooking right now.
The best food a woman can eat if she wants.
Content, it's a pretty relatively easy test. How I will go about when it comes to testing is I'll be launching rip ads, I'll be making my own custom ads, I'll be launching statics ads, and I'll also be doing hook testing, right? So it's a lot of things that goes into testing a product, but the number one thing before you even test a product is to find a good product with enough content. So this itself will be a good product that I'll be down to test. It's a bunch of Spanish really ads as well, so that can be a good target. But now that we kind of go my whole entire thought process when it comes to picking a product, right, it go back into the next step, right? Now it's time to make our ads, okay? So making our ads is pretty relatively simple, right? It takes a lot of time though, right? So making custom ads with AI. So I'm going to click this video right here and give you an example of how my ads look like, because this is a really good example. I'm going to play this for you guys.
This bitch just said she's 81, but she looks like she's 30. Watch this.
You're not fat. You don't have arthritis. You don't have a slow metabolism. You don't have all these health issues. What you have is chronic inflammation. To most people, inflammation means you sprain an ankle, it balloons up, turns red and sore, and it's inflamed. No, inflammation is different than that. We go to a doctor with a list of complaints, but a lot of it is silent inflammation, including my specialty, liver health. That big-ass gut, the sluggish mornings, the stiff joints, the mental fog, it's not just age, it's an inflammatory problem. So how do we reduce inflammation? Well, inflammation is caused by a slow damaged liver. And if you're over 40...
Okay,
and
you get the point, but these style of ads has been absolutely cooking right now. Like, I would say like 80% of my ads typically look like this. It's normally a guy on stage, right? You call out the specific pain point in the hook, and then someone speaking on stage because it just holds more authority. So these ads has been really cooking for us. Static ads as well, like native ads. Native static ads has been cooking for me as well. Now then again, guys, there's no specific like format that is a proven roadmap to success. Everything is different from everyone else, so it's your job to be actively testing, right? If there was a proven method to go like make $1 billion store, everyone would be rich, but no, okay, you have to go through trial and error, right? So this is typically how the ads would look like for me. Obviously, I'm not going to show you my ad because like, no, this doesn't make sense. Why would I show you my exact ad? But I will show you how I make it, right? So how exactly do we make ads like this? Okay, you're going to need Higgsfield, 11 Labs, and HeyGen. So if you are not in the dropshipping game, and this might look a little bit confusing for you, right? But I have a full breakdown on how to make high quality AI ads like these. So if I click on this real quick, right, I have a full document, guys, a full document on how you can mimic AI ads and make like top tier AI ads, like with your avatars, right? Step 1, find someone to use as an avatar, right? Making them hold your product using Higgsfield, plug and play into HeyGen, generating voice tone on 11 Labs. Every single thing is in this document with videos as well. So if you want this document, just DM me on Instagram, doc, okay, DOC, and I'll send it over to you. So since I've showed you how to make AI ads, right, now there's really no point making AI ads if you don't understand who your audience is, right? Who is your target audience, right? The 5 stages of awareness. Now, then again, right, we have a full entire e-commerce research document going through every single thing that you need to know about your product and your competitor. So in order for you to fill this up, you need to do like intense market research. I will normally do research on Astra or Reddit. Alright, so now that we have all these documents, right, how do we fill it up? So we're gonna want to be using Astra, okay? So I'm gonna pull up another board and kind of give you guys a little visual representative on how to use Astra. Alright, so how do we do intense market research about our product, who our audience is we're going to be using Astra, right? This is pretty good for creatives as well. So we want to funnel hack the right competitors, right? So to understand the distribution of videos and images, we need to be basically starting everything as much as possible. So here's an example, right? Shaper Mint is a 8-figure shapewear company. On Astra itself, you can see all of these details, right? The hook rates, right? The headlines, the landing pages they're using, the ad angles, personas, USPS, desires, emotions, and themes. All these stuff that you need to know about your product, okay? So step 2, on once you actually figure out all these little details about who your competitors is and what exactly is their winning creative, the next step is to break down their winning ads, okay? This is absolutely crucial if you're selling a similar or identical product. Understanding precisely why their winning ads are winning is the main difference between staying stuck at 7 figures and scaling to multiple 8 figures. You need to scientifically dissect their success, right? The goal is to break down the ads so thoroughly that you can hand the analysis to your creative team and then they can reproduce more ads based on what's proven to work. Now guys, I'm pretty sure like 80% of you guys watching this video probably don't even have a creative team. So you need to be doing everything yourself now. And until you can do everything yourself, that's where you start outsourcing it and doing it yourself, right? So how to do it, right? Practical workflow, okay? Number 1, you need to go on Astra and find the longest running ads. Inside the analysis tool, like Astra, go to the competitors overview, filter their ads by the longest running, okay, like right here, okay? And secondly, filter it by active status. Make sure you're only looking at ads that are active. This shows you what's currently working and spending money for them. Number 3 is to identify the gems. You'll likely find ads that's been running for months, 3, 4, 5 months, and maybe even a year, and these are your primary targets for analysis. Now, you need to watch the ad repeatedly, okay? Click on it, study it, identify the concept. Is it a point of view style? Is it a POV style? Does it heavily feature B-roll footage? Is it straightforward UGC content? Often you see a lot of B-rolls or distinct scenes in top performers. Secondly, is a transcribe the script, right? You need to get the exact wording they use. Most tools allow you to copy these easily. Now you have a proven winning script to study and model. Okay, guys, this is basically what you need to do when it comes to actually doing research before even launching a product. This is every single thing I do. Now guys, everything that I've taught you today is also taught inside my program e-commerce, right? However, I want to make sure I give you guys as much free information as possible. But if you do want to work with me one-on-one and help and make me personally scale your stores, just click on the first link in the description below, fill up a form, and if you're applicable, my team will reach out to you. But with that being said guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace out.